So I actually wanted to start off by talking about your grandparents, your dad's parents, migrant workers, immigrated from Mexico to the U.S. back in the day. Tell about their background.
My grandpa likes to call it like the American dream, just that they grew up with a vision of kind of turning around, the history of, the family, I guess you could say, and coming to the United States. And they worked really hard, and they've been all over. And anyone who's come in contact with, my grandparents, they just fall in love with them right away. They're just really genuine, hardworking people who get along with everybody and have touched a lot of lives in their career. And, they're very special to us.
What did you find the reality of it to be when he actually got here?
Well, my grandpa, you have an ability to, if you work hard, you can do things here. And that's what happened. I mean, he was very smart. He was willing to work, and he could use his, knowledge in his brain to almost do multiple things to make a living.
What did he do?
Well, I mean, they've done 10,000 things, but over the years, he would just have his hand in this, a hand over here. Could do a lot of different stuff.
What jobs did your dad have over the years?
My dad really had one, for most of his life. He was just a carpenter. And, growing up, he would leave for work 5 a.m. and get home at 5:30. And he would just, worked his way up from carpenter, all the way up to superintendent, to project manager, all the way to the end. And he's rooted in hard work. He's built that way. And, he was an old Navy guy, so that's my dad.
What about your mom?
She's basically, I think she's like a bookkeeper. She does a lot of the books, helped me over the years with that. And just with so much stuff coming in, you needed someone to have them, handle all that stuff has been, really almost priceless in a lot of ways, for just double checking, triple checking. Everyone's checking on each other. When I have my parents, so it's like you got to go through as far as just, meetings with just finance stuff. And you just have to have people that you trust really unconditionally. It's such a huge advantage. And my parents are very, giving, selfless people.
I was talking to your dad, Ramiro, yesterday, and he was telling me how, back in the day when he was in the Navy, there was a point where he was earning $500 a month. How tight growing up at various points were finances?
For me, I didn't know anything different. I could have a shirt on and a ball and be fine for a week, So I didn't know there was even a world that was any different than, money didn't really register.
Is there stuff now, though, that you look back on and
well, sure.
recognize?
There's plenty of things that you could tell as you get older and you could see, but it was just a normal growing up, family that just, you're making meatloaf and you're eating, and I don't want to eat this vegetable, and I'm going to sit there until I finish my vegetables, and then I can go watch the game with Dad or go shoot baskets. And I think we were never going out to eat very much, or things that you just take for granted, I guess, now. It was just like a regular family, and it was great.
How would you describe the house you grew up in?
I said this one time about, football. It's like it was big back when you were growing up. When you look back now, obviously it's small, but I love that house.
You lived there with your parents and
my
your
two sisters.
older sisters. Mm-hmm. Your mom was telling me yesterday, too, that if she had you first, she would have never had other kids.
Yeah, she's told me that a few times. I think just my energy and the level of go, 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 made her have to move quite a bit. So, I was just always wanting to play sports and just go and compete and play, and then crash. It'd be bedtime. She's like, you were the best at bedtime, because I'd be like, and it's bedtime. No. Wake up 14 hours later, 12, whatever, 10 hours, and get back up and go.